One, Damian Crawford, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I didn't listen to this speech either. I heard a snippet of this speech, maybe 30 seconds. And I say, you know what? Let me come examine what I go on. So, I could get into it now without any further ado. Like and share the video, subscribe to the platform, hit the like button, click all when you subscribe so you can get all notifications. Or you can reach out to me via WhatsApp on the number on your screen that's running across right here. Let's go.
Comrades on the platform, what can go so? I want to recognize these comrades on the platform, in particular the councillors who ran in the last election. We are where we are today because the councillor candidates stayed on the ground despite the multiple postponements of the last election. I don't believe enough credit is being given to the turmoil that they went through and the commitment that they showed to the People's National Party. I like to look at what was the situation before and after an occurrence. Before the councillors took the ground.
Why making this sort of special projects?
We only won 14 seats. And after they took the ground, we are in line to win 40 seats. I therefore am grateful for the efforts of the council. To you, the comrades who stuck with us at our lowest, who never afraid to wear your orange, who never afraid to show up to conference, who never afraid to talk at the bar, to talk in the taxi, to talk at the bus stop, who continue to believe that better must come and better is possible. We will never forget that you took us to where we are to be in line for government whenever Andrew Holness called the election. I want to pick up the candidates for this election. I see Hanover being represented. I hear that is too low. Are the two? I see Sentan represented. It might be 4 love. At best 3-1. I see, of course, the boss from Manchester. Not my boss, because this is the president, the Senate leader. Hey, by the way, you can't come and say that come hold me. Hey, you have a kid with lick man sometime. You hold me back sometime. Stop encouraging. Why? I just beat at me. Like that teacher, I just beat me. But respect to the next member of parliament for Central. Listen, Central need to come back to where it belongs. I'm a man in a selfish. I don't want to hear my name 2 times in a parliament. One Crawford. And his name is Crawford. I don't want to hear no more Crawford. Me don't know for food. Yeah, I don't want no other Crawford. Yeah. One real Crawford. I don't want to call them, I don't say nothing. And Peter Bunting, the leader of the Senate, organizing our activity and making sure that the fight is carried on Friday. Now, I see JP carry out a DJ. I'm a brethren named Vegas. But if you want, listen, I'm not quite in Vegas because if you want belly right, you can be a liberal. But there's one thing that we must recognize is that the PMP is better. If the JLP bring Vegas, I mean not this Vegas. But the PMP bring Buju. The PMP build cartel. The PMP, there's no comparison. Everybody. When cartel came to conference, Mr. JP must have to go back and raise Bob Marley. He said, come to Vegas. Well, if I saw the election over this side, yes, sir. Then we know win. Who don't win? But I now focus on freedom artists. I focus on our artist Cartel. Because Cartel keep a party called Freedom Street. And tonight me I make a speech called Freedom Speech. Now there's 3 types of freedom. The first freedom is the freedom to dream. That is God-given. Anything God gives, no one can take away. That's why even a slave could dream that he was free. That's why even the poor can dream that he own a private jet. Because that freedom to dream is God-given. The second freedom is the freedom to be. And that is God desired. That freedom to be was what was taken away when you were a slave. You couldn't be anything you want to be because you were not free to be. And the third freedom is the freedom to achieve. And that's God pleasing. This election is about the third freedom, because we were already free to dream. And with the ending of slavery, we were free to be. But when Bob said emancipate yourself, it is because we were as the PNP, so that you are free to achieve. The first thing is infrastructure through roads. Now enough people underestimate the value of roads because them feel that just the comfort, and when me in the taxi my back hurt me. But understand, say, without good roads, if your house are burned down, the fire truck take long to reach if it can reach. By the time the fire truck come, you lose your house, your asset. If you get a stroke, God forbid, by the time the ambulance come, and if there's no ambulance by the time the taxi reach, you might have crippled if you're not dead. That is the importance of roads. But understand that if you have a house that is hard to reach, the value go down. Because no one now go on the land or the house is hard to reach. And so the importance of infrastructure brings that freedom to achieve. And I see Labour right now say that they have fixed 2 roads in every constituency before September. I hear they're doing 4 in Northeast. But in Northeast, in Central, in any constituency you think of, there is at least 30 road office. Maybe more. And I have a man running against me who take a video of these roads in my constituency and say, I'm going to ask Andrew. That is his solution. I'm going to ask Andrew for fix it. But if Andrew now fix Fim Road, oh, Andrew will fix another road. So the first freedom is that freedom to have infrastructure. Because if you don't have that infrastructure, it makes it difficult for you to achieve. The second freedom comes through education to achieve. Now everybody knows that the PNP is the education party. And when I was sitting there today, I don't know if it's the devil or it's God, but Comrade Bunting reported to me that the JTA president said in an effort to go on like they're fair, they can't trust none of the 2 parties. On what basis you gonna negotiate with government and government tell you a lie? How me getting it? What can go so? But there are some people who tries to sell themselves as non-aligned. And in trying to sell themselves as non-aligned, when dog bite them beat puss. When puss never let nowhere at all. If there's anybody fighting for the teachers at this time.
Embarrassing.
Forever Young's Mother's Day promotion is on now.
Embarrassing.
He
needs some milk.
Action. This Mother's Day only, get a free cap with any purchase in store. Hurry to Forever Young at Shop 11 Manchester Shopping Centre, Mandeville. Don't miss out.
Hi everyone, so we're here today in Montego Bay, Fairview. What's happening is we have Dollar out here giving away.
It is the opposition. He might not know because he didn't come to my speech. He came to the minister's speech. So if he wanted to lick both, he should have attended both. And with all the fight when me a fight, to go on like the truth don't matter. The man said, he can trust no. Well, the teachers know, because me a teacher too. So I was the one who bring most of these things to light. So if you feel like you never want lick labor right alone, then no say nothing. But it hurt my heart with the effort that I have placed to defend the teachers. But I wondered to myself, why labor right hate education so much? Remember they said they never see scholarship, they only see sugarship. Remember them say selfish over education. Remember them say education can yam. Why labor right hate education so much? And it is because it is the only route that the poor can take. It's not education they hate, it's the poor. That is why they treat teachers in this way. Because a industry, a profession for the poor have always been teaching. If you check the first degree of a poor family, 90% of the time, the first degree was a teaching degree. And that might be why they decide to act as if they are unworthy of respect. I had a conversation with someone yesterday. I said to them, why should the teachers pay to be registered? Why should they pay for professional development? He said he doesn't have a problem with the government paying if the government can afford it. So therefore, there is no consideration about if the teacher can afford it. But the only way the government should pay is if the government can afford it. So somebody who have 1.2 trillion, you have a one dive in broke, and somebody will only get 2 million, you have to force him to pay.
Child, big up.
What can go on? And the other reason the teachers are worried is because you say anybody can report the teacher. And when the teacher hire a lawyer and them say the teacher not guilty, the teacher still have the cost of a lawyer. So you go in front of a committee and them say, oh, you were perfect, but you still owe $1 million because you hired a lawyer. This is not new information. The police have been going through it within the company, where the police are saying create a fund so that we can now go and reclaim our legal fees. Because they have JTC have 10 liars and teacher will go with no. Teacher go with village liar because they can't afford to pay liar. They don't even understand the meaning of the terms in the bill. Because I teach every Saturday as a volunteer. And they say we can't continue because every Saturday is not ad hoc. So me now if you go register for ton teacher. Pay for tech professional development. Police certificate in my life. Do 30 hours of performance for go teach 1 2 hours on a Saturday. How can that make sense? And in spite of me saying all of that in Parliament, I'm really like the minister. Can you realize me now really get like really they were favor leader getting. The minister go on the radio to say how we just said that. And that we were not ready when the debate was to be had. She go further to say that the people can watch the debate and they will see that some of the people that were talking never read the bill. Well, the only person who talked for the PMP was me. And me didn't read the bill. There was another senator that gets up to talk about the JTC bill and discuss her wedding. So why the JLP actually word on the JLP? You look like war over there. Because I couldn't be. She talk about it must be number 25. You know what they say who me? Couldn't be. Must be number 23. I nearly dropped them when the senator get up to talk about the JTC bill and start with a picture of Mark Golding and then said who was at her wedding and the total guest list. When we get up I say I can't comment on nothing you said because I wasn't invited to the wedding. The other labor right that get up. Talk about teacher have more care, teacher have more house. And now he knows a section 1, part 2 of the bill. The most disrespectful thing I ever heard was that them send this man to control me. You ever seen Bolt run a primary champs?
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland?
2 weeks.
Take out somebody.
Basically,
Man or woman.
Magnanimity. She gave us 2 weeks. The next week, Friday was Good Friday. Oh, we never debate it on Good Friday. No Senate never keep. That is the way the JLP communicate. They find a little nugget of truth and tell one big bucket of lie.
What is faith?
It means to trust in something.
To hope for the best.
To believe in something bigger than yourself.
It means to try again.
To face the future.
To have courage.
To have faith in
Something
God
right now
means
with
to
some warriors.
believe without
Something
seeing.
is not right.
To live His teachings.
Tell about them.
To pray for answers.
To trust in His timing.
To have greater confidence when facing struggles.
God is so aware of the little things in our lives, and He's so willing and ready to help us if we just include Him.
Talk to Him. Have an honest conversation with Heavenly Father. Say, this is how I'm feeling today. I need your help with this.
Something not right
As
now.
we take
Something
those
not right now
small
with some
steps,
warriors.
just
Something
praying,
is not right.
that's how you grow your faith.
It's
Tell
a
about
journey
them.
that can change your life for the better forever. Grow your faith in God. Talk to missionaries like us by signing up for a visit.
It was 2 weeks, but not by gift. We were very ready. We couldn't expect that this bill where you look over and for 23 years and 2 years and 9 miles and instead of 35 amendments and
23 years and 9 miles.
And then I go ask now, why we never said in the commission, like the commission banned me from saying in the debate. After any joint committee, and you have one place near Nationwide we are campaigning. I don't bring this for the news. Nationwide is campaigning for the job. And people must listen it with that understanding. I see Nationwide ask Mark Golden a question. Me over there talk to myself. And Nationwide ignore Mark Golden answer. And carry me. Them say me say, me late but me rich. The interviewer said, I have a question for Mark Golden. Mark Golden moved to the podium and hold the mic. He asked
that
a
is
crazy question
honey.
that a man who is in banking did not consider cost.
Oh my God,
His
that
entire
is funny.
training is around cost. There is nothing that Mark don't ask cost for. If I tell him that I was down in Napatrick tonight, he was going to ask me how much it costs. But we know that any idea that we put there would steal it. There is a competitive process called an election, and they don't want we have no strategy. You know, so we say we have a feed picnic, and the next thing now, Andrew thief that. Hey, the way labor right thief, them thief are me styling. Take those home. Me say, when me see Andrew 2 years after me, so when you check the DNA, you're not the father. The man never changed up no night. Militarism. Then last week me in a parliament, I hear them say, you look out, you close your good eye and look out at your body. I say, wait, no me say that last week.
Andrea said, Nationwide, I copy everything when you say and I say it over.
That is funny, honey.
Rough.
That's funny.
Rough boy.
Oh my God, that is funny.
That's how I'm telling you, you see. Sassy 81, what's up? That's why I tell you guys, when I'm reacting to stuff, I don't just play the stuff. I have to give my commentary. Or else it's plagiarism. And you have to understand these things. So a lot of people say, you know, don't stop the video, make it play. No, that's not how it works. I'm telling you. It's not how it works, man. I cannot operate that way. You get me? So you see, Damian Crawford come and tell the Andre, tell the, oh no, listen, man. Listen. Let's continue again.
Labor right team, my style. So we say, we're going to provide 1 meal per child in school. All of a sudden, Mr. Labor right come out now. We're going to do breakfast. So we know, so we're not giving Andrew a speech before him talk. So we hold back some of our things. And when we say we're going to give poor people something, JP #1 statement is we cannot afford it.
Yeah.
We say we are going to give 1 meal per child in school.
Sad, you know?
They say no, can't afford it.
Very, very sad.
But they can give 3 meals per adult in prison.
In prison.
What can go?
What can go so?
So we hold back the numbers and allow them to make a fool of themselves. Yes. You remember before Mark Golden talk and Julian? Nationwide kept saying PNP don't have ideas, PNP don't have any ideas. How a whole party with 3,000 people could have no idea?
No ideas.
You could have said we don't have no good one. But 3,000 people must have one.
Must have one. True.
Remember the first time man to talk, them say was young and bright, and Manchester and come and take off the bright and say young. You remember?
Hey yo! Shots fired.
That is funny, honey.
Yeah, that's crazy,
That's funny.
bro. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is funny.
Shout out to Miss Genesis, man. Oh my god.
So when we said that too much bright picnic are working a wholesale, so the first person in every family to matriculate to university would receive a scholarship. You know who then said we calculate it? Darrell Vaz. Darrell Vaz can't pass 10 without licking checks. Darrell Vaz said 9, 10, 11, 12. How we gonna reach trillion?
Yo,
when this election is done,
no.
my gift to Darrell Vaz is some butter stopper. When this election is done, my gift to Darrell Vaz is some butter stopper. So he can count to 20.
Yeah.
We not give yet. After the election, they sent Darrell Vaz. So nationwide was saying PNP not an idea. PNP not an idea. When we box them with idea,
box them with
they
ideas.
say we can't cost it. So when we present the cost, they say but Crawford so we late but to reach. How that reach it? Listen to me now, man. They said Crawford said we late. Big headline.
Yo, we say one piece of never got along with brother. Them just look a bit on my kiss. Like what
So I said to them that education is a way to achieve freedom.
Yeah.
So that is why we say for people who have difficulty getting to school, we will give 2,500 a week to subsidize getting to school. Because we want a person with the ability to be a doctor to be a doctor.
Yes.
If you put a tractor for run taxi, everybody laugh off of the taxi.
Of course.
They say what kind of mad tractor man this? But we have people who will be liar and we are selfish. We have people who will be engineer, accountant. We have people who are supposed to show them ability and capacity in government. I've been led by labor right. Because there is none where bright like when me in a 1 grade. And then time them in the eye. The other part of freedom is health. Now I want the youth them who get up and drink rum and boom from morning till night. Youth will start to pee for free. When you're 40, you're going to pay to pee. They call it dialysis. Because the whole of them kidney mash up. And I don't know why we take up this. It's like we depress because from them wake them want a mental distortion.
Yeah.
And then smoke the weed and drink the rum and drink the boom. Not even advertisement. I don't see government say, yo, this not right. Them allow them to kill themselves. I don't want people to drink rum and say, no, but I vote for PNP. But I still I tell you, no, I don't want to go kill off yourself. If you don't have health, you can't achieve.
Sure, man.
Some will not eat, no breakfast before you start. But at the same time, if you check it out, some will not eat for nutrients or just for your belly full. We need to eat dumpling and butter. There's no nutrients.
Like and share up the life, guys. Like and share up the life.
Gas for them car. And me bun and cheese for them lunch.
Please, thank you.
The car use 87 and them buy 90, so they want the car drive sweet. And then now eat no vegetable, no fruits.
Mighty God.
And then they start to deteriorate. By the time them are 50, them start to lose sight, sake of diabetes. By the time them are 51, they start to have high blood pressure. And what money to spend on picnic or school or spend on medicine. You need that improvement in healthcare. That's why the PNP rebuilt the hospital in Manchester. What have they done since then?
What have they done indeed?
What have they done? The way Mr. Labour write a sample. Christoph done hear me tell you, say, me never know you'd have a worse than Christian Columbus. Christopher is a worse Christian Columbus. The man have fixed the hospital for 9 years. He came and said 2 billion will fix it. If a man come on my yard as a mason, I will say, how much you build the wall? And say 2 million. And when he start, he come back and say 22. I'm fight, then I fight.
What do you mean if I fight? What do you mean?
And after all of that, the man opened the one part of the hospital when I have nothing to do with patient accounts. The man go open the accounts department.
Man, terrible man.
And keep a big thing.
Yes.
In the open A&E. In the open maternity ward. In the open accident and emergency. The man open administration and accounts.
Yes.
What?
Can go so all about the paper.
So when we talk about health, you must have the access to the clinics, but you must also have the access to the ability to eat right, to exercise, to reduce stress, because these things are taking away the freedom to achieve.
Right.
And then the final thing is the right to earn. Now notice me say earn, because you have two ways to earn. You have one way to earn through salary, you work for your man. But you have another way to earn through ownership. You work for yourself. They don't want to know about the last part.
Yeah, man.
That's why when I said we are going to give the children a goat, it wasn't just for them have a goat. It's for them to learn the value of ownership. That him could have seen when him have him one goat, it turned something. It's a mindset change. But to show you how to make a bias, show me a rasta, I guess. When me say me I give a goat, they call me goat man. But when Andrew say I give a donkey, they don't call him
donkey man.
We're going to see something wrong with that.
We're on the level, man. We're on the level. If I
But there must be a focus to own.
Hold on it. Ivan said, why all of them have doctorate and so dunce? Ivan, I have come to the conclusion that they are not dunce, you know. Them only things say we dunce. You understand what I say? So they say stuff. You know this thing when them say you have to stoop down to other people level. Well, I think it's disrespectful. I think some of these politicians think that we are dunce. So in an effort to stoop down to our level of dunceness that they think we are, them say dunce things. You understand? Because them things say the people, everybody are going to gobble it up and receive it. Right? The mark of a man, the first thing is integrity, and then integrity come with, respect. So an intelligent man that respects you, is going to speak to you assuming your intelligence. Or he's going to, if he thinks that you are not at that level yet, he's going to facilitate educating you through dialogue. So like how I do on my program, where I have words that I understand, but then I started to think to myself, but I understand the words, but sometimes me not understand and you not understand. So what I do is I go and look up the word like earlier, and I give the definition of the word. So now we are here all learning together, and this word that Marky G used, this incentive, when he said that the body-worn cameras would be a disincentive for abuse of power. I know what the word means, right, in my head, but the exact terminology, what it says, discourage a particular action, is the full context of the word in that sentence. So the body-worn cameras would discourage police from abusing citizens and abusing their own power as a police. You get what I'm saying? So that's what somebody that respects their audience does, right? You can use big words and everything, and also you can teach at the same time. Or when you're reading something, you can teach like that. because not everybody knows. Suppose a child is listening. You get what I'm saying? And when I practice to do that, I am also teaching the people listening to me to practice to do the same. It is okay when you don't know the meaning of a word. What is not okay is not you not knowing the meaning of a word and pretending you do and leaving that situation without understanding the actual context of the conversation. Right? And then acting as if you know what you're talking about. At this point, you start to... This is where you start to harbor dunceness. Because you have a smartphone and you refuse to use the smartphone smartly. So you harbor dunceness. You get what I say? Here's levels to dunceness, you know. But you're right. Some of them politicians here, you have to wonder how they get doctorate because, you know, rough. Oh Lord, what's that? Oh.
Own a piece. There must be a focus to own. That is why when you own a piece of land, work it. When you own a skill, use it. You see, the rich have a way of not telling the poor the truth because they don't want too much competition. You notice every time them show a picture of a farmer, I have a cutlass and a donkey and no teeth. But then now show best dress. We have a plane. No farm them farm, no chicken them farm. Then now show Jamaica producers. We're wealthy, have a mansion.
You think a joke you might make? There's a... I remember a video that came out of Africa of this young lady. She was speaking at a conference, a government conference with delegates, and they were speaking specifically about farming. And she was saying what he's saying, but with more detail. She said, when you look at the image of farmers, she said these specific words. She said, we have to make farming sexy. We have to make farming appealing. All right? So this is real. You have to, if you want to encourage farming, I think I said it before. Yes, I did in one of my videos. Listen, man, these young people, show them the farmer drive the Benz. Show them the farmer drive the Geely, the BMW. Yes, man, show them the farmer. Show them the farmer do it and then show them the farmer farm. I said, hold on there. So yeah, I say, and that him do forget that? No, man. So that would hopefully encourage a lot of young men and women out there to get land, own them one land one, and also become farmers. Yes, trust me.
No banana and pineapple. They now show choo-choos and where the park with farm cane. They show sufferation so that the youths now say they no want farm and no farm food and farm food.
You are an alpha for the first.
But understand, say if you drive over St. Elizabeth, some of the biggest houses you see are from people who put them on in the soil. Some Manchester people. I'm going to go walk up a few place and see some big house up there. I try my wrong girl to see if I could live in a house, but it don't work out. She said she had married a girlfriend. But the point I'm making to you is that they tell us that those who rich own something.
Yeah.
That means if you're poor, you have to accept to own nothing. But the truth is that those who own something rich. That is why we start NHT, so you could have own a house, because those who own something rich.
Yeah.
That is why we put money in BBJ, so that you can own a business, because those who own something rich. And the next PMP will put a trust loan that don't need no collateral, but when you take 100,000 and pay it back, you get 200,000 next time. That's why we call it trust. And when you pay 200,000, we say, alright, hold 400,000 next time. That means you can go plant out one little square of tomato and sell it, and then you go plant out one half acre tomato and sell it, and then you go plant an acre tomato and sell it, and grow because we trust the people. That is why we have put a system in place that you can apply for an extension for your event. So that you don't have to worry when you turn on your sound at 2 o'clock before the bar starts selling. All the thing at the bush is a bush. Blue light come and say laka. And you realize that I have never seen Sunface laka. I have never seen no big dance laka. Rebel salute no laka. When I was minister, I called police one jazz and blues. I said lock it off. Because I want to see the uproar that would come in this country if you lock off jazz and blues. But there's no uproar. Fear man will throw him and throw him and in the round robin and when a field night. Oh, people still consider labor right. Labor right lock down the country and open it for some place and then lock it back. Oh, don't forget that during the state of emergency, cook shop did have a lock.
Mighty God.
But the big brands could have stay open.
Yes.
Oh, don't forget, man.
Yes.
Oh, don't forget the big dance key down in a nigger, man.
Yes.
In the midst of COVID. With the permission of government.
Yes.
But any little man couldn't.
Hello, Mr. I want to make that soak in. Me I play that back. Hello. Preach, Rasta. Preach.
Sounds at 2 o'clock before the bar starts.
Preach, Rasta. Preach. Tell them, remind them of going in a COVID. Because it come like some people have short-term memory. Hey, that government, our wicked government, you know? That government, our wicked government. May I tell you that? Hello. When you forget where name Christopher Tufton do to the people them? Eh? No, seriously, Narbrook child, talk about it. A lot of clips should be taken out of this speech. You're absolutely right. And you gave me an idea. Thank you so much. I shall be taking that advice. Understand? Now, listen to me. Christopher Tufton tell the people in the community say if you don't want water, you must take the joke. Flight green, no movement there, still not charged. And flight green there make a mess of agriculture all across the island. Not protecting the farmers them from alleged people who get government contracts for import this and import that. Import onion. What can go so? Isn't that the agricultural minister's responsibility to protect the farmers them? Where's the farm roads? Where's the storage facilities? Where's the irrigation? All of the plans of the PMP have highlighted. Why hasn't Floyd Green done that in his tenure after 9? How long you been there for? 9 years? With Andrew? Tell them again, Rasta Wagwan.
People who put them on in the soil. Some Manchester people. I was about to they tell us that those who rich own something. Rich. That is why we put money in BBJ so that they can own a business because those who own something rich. And the next PMP will put a trust loan that don't need no collateral. But when you take 100,000 and pay it back, you get 200,000 next time. That's why we call it trust. And when you pay 200,000, we say, alright, hold 400,000 next time. That means you can go plant out one little square of tomato and sell it, and then you go plant out 1/2 acre tomato and sell it, and then you go plant 1 acre tomato and sell it, and grow because we trust the people. That is why we have put a system in place that you can apply for an extension for your event. So that you don't have to worry when you turn on your sound at 2 o'clock before the bar starts selling. All the thing at the bush is a bush. Blue light come and say laka.
Remember that? The government used up a lot of resources to make sure that our parties that was keeping in a COVID get locked off. But big party keep on the grill. With how much cluster people. Don't forget? Do you guys forget? They have been spitting in our faces. Time come. You can't stay there.
And you realize that I have never seen Sunface like her.
Never.
I have never seen no big dance like her.
Never.
Rebel salute no like her.
Never.
When I was minister, I called police one jazz and blues. I said, lock it off. Because I want to see the uproar that would come in this country if you lack off jazz and blues. But there's no uproar. Fear man will throw him and throw him and in the round robin and win a field night. Oh, people still consider labor right.
Oh.
Labor right will lock down the country and open it for some place and then lock it back.
Ah.
Don't forget.
Don't forget.
That during the state of emergency, cook shop did have a lock.
Remember the corner shop. Somebody just called out corner shop a while ago. Yes, mama. Remind them the corner shop them was the problem. According to Andrew Holness. People who must forget these things. When you're going to vote, you better use your head and put an X beside it. Okay. That is it.
But the big brands.
You just finish the sentence. Alright?
Let's stay woke. You don't forget, man. You don't forget the big dance key down in a nigger, man.
Big dance.
In the midst of COVID. With the permission
the
of government.
COVID.
But any little man
God.
couldn't turn on the radio. You don't forget that they tell you, say, yo, we don't eat no coffee, we. Oh, people still are consider labor.
Oh, no consider labor.
So when you look at ownership, it is not just the big, but the little man who's starting little to grow big. Grace Kennedy is 100 years old. Let me show you when number one. He never big son. That's why I grow my goat to give me daughter. And then she grows some more and give her granddaughter. One day we're going to catch up with Stuart.
Amen.
One day we'll catch up Grace. One day we'll catch up Worthy Park. So when you have your local 5 acre, don't look on it like you. Because when I watch TV, the lion teach the cow how to hunt. If you not teach the cow how to hunt, then for hungry. But at the same time, the zebra better teach him on over sheep. Otherwise, lion name him. You have to invest and build. So this election is not about you. Of course, if we have some clients in Kwagito. Last time I said my bounce events and apply. People get mad for me. But what I'm saying to you is that my father run back on Mike and Manley so I could be better. And me I run back on Mark Bowling so that my pitney tutus can be better. I hear some people say I call her tutus. I call her tutus because I'm black and she black. If me call her pinky, nobody would say no. You know, see country. Because she black, they say no call her black. But if me call her red, then that's everything alright. If me call her chin chin, nobody would say no. But black is told not to be beautiful. That's why we have spend money on breast and bottom and nothing on brain. You think they're not happy for that? You think they're not happy so now go down to the Chinese man shop for your eyelash and here?
Everything. Them just sell out
because they make more profit after your lack of confidence. I remember when me grew up, black people used to confident. When they say your mother, here, my mother but me sexy. When they say you're fat, me fat but me sexy. Now fat people take out a belly, put in a butter.
Somebody said the $20,000 that was supposed to be given to every Jamaican over the age of 18. Me not know nobody will get the $20,000, you know. Me personally, you know, I don't know nobody will get the $20,000. Honestly, I not even want to go there because it only gonna make my head hurt me even more. The amount of corruption. Me not even want to go there. Me not gonna tell no lie.
The point me I make comments is that this is about something. It's about a country that we are comfortable with. It's about a country that opens avenue for your children to be better than you. It's about a country that put people in place that have some form of integrity and morality. It's about putting a person who have proven themselves as a worthy representative, a friend of the people, and an honorable man. And an honorable man. Central Manchester, the trumpet have sounded. My countrymen are awake from their slumber and answer. Respect.
One Damian Crawford. Manchester will do the right thing. Don't farm no fool. And that's what I did with. Yeah man, don't farm no fool. No, you know, a couple of things me have to I have to just give you icing on the cake, so trust me. So don't go nowhere. Like and share the video.